and welcome to another episode of Bangers Bricks. After the rather disastrous last week's episode, I have gone back to doing Lumibricks just for this week, also because this new set was just released and I managed to get it in the Amazon sale. So as it is only new out, I thought it'd be good to give it a review. So this is a Lumibricks set, number 14017. It is the Wild West Ranch Duel, obviously part of their Wild West theme. It has 1023 pieces. There are 8 printed tiles, 3 characters and a horse, and 5 lights. As always, there are printed manuals, and it cost me £44, which is about $59. I did get it during the Amazon Prime sales, so that is about 20% less than it usually is. So here's a closer look at the set itself. Obviously, it comprises the main building and then the grounds. It is a smaller set, as is demonstrated by the piece count and the price. It can have 2 setups effectively. You have one, which is this one, which is the Duel, and then the second one is just as a simple ranch. So I set up with the Duel because I think it's the more interesting of the two, and we'll see the play features there. Obviously, you can see the usual lights coming on and off there, which is nice. There does seem to be something slightly wrong with the lights on this, which I'll come to in a bit, but you can see them flickering occasionally, so I'm not totally certain what that's all about. So yeah, this is obviously the duel going on, but it's the play feature here that we have the goodie here and the baddie there, and then he dodges to one side and the other guy falls over, which is quite cute. Only little, but yeah, again, very simply done, just with the linkage between the two. But I think that's quite nice. Allegedly, that's meant to be the dust flying up. I'm not totally certain that works, but it's cute, it's nice, it's an additional thing. So looking at the detail of the main set, then yeah, we have here got a winch, see a nice door here with some prints. We have the wood pile here, which I dislike that it's detachable, so it does roll around and fall off places. I do prefer those to be fixed, but that's just a personal preference. We've got a nice brick-built fence around here, which I think looks quite nice. As always, you may notice some colour inconsistencies due to my colour blindness, but I think it works fine. It is the Wild West after all, and yeah, they probably use whatever pieces they can get hold of. So at the entrance here, we have working gates that we can open, and I always like the pulsating fire there, which looks really good. And the water trough and one horsey for the set, and a nice little bit here with a carrot inside for the horse to eat. So coming round to the back here, we can see there is a winch here which raises and lowers the barrel. So there we go. Relatively simple, so I don't think it particularly increased the cost of this set much, and it is nice to have additional little play features. So on the back here, you can see that this does open up to see inside the building itself, and you can see these are little hay bales and things here, which is lovely. And this comes off to find the storeroom in there, which is nice. Again, I do like that Lumibricks do all of these detachable walls and things. I think it does make it so much easier to actually get in, but they always try to make them more interesting, like putting all the tools on the side there. And this roof even does come off here. As you can see inside, there's more of the hay barrels, and you can see the mechanism there for the winch. The other grooves just stay on. But yeah, it's nice that you can get easy access into here to see everything that it has to offer. And that's about it with this set. It is nice. As I said, though, there is some things that again frustrate me a little bit. So this set does come with the battery pack here, which can fit neatly onto the side, which makes it look good. But I couldn't get the lights to work at all with the pack. I've had to use an extender and USB plug, which came with a different set. They don't include a USB here, which again is a missed opportunity. I do think all the sets should come with the USB because some people might want to have them all set up so that they are mains powered rather than the battery pack, so they can all be turned on at once. And I think it's a shame. You can also see here, I'm not sure if it's due to the source of power that I'm using or what, but the lights do turn off every 30 seconds or so, which again, a bit frustrating. I do think it is a lovely little set, and I think it looks really good. As I said, this is detachable, so that can actually just lift straight off if you're wanting to turn this into the wrench mode, which is nice. It's good again that they've got options here. It's nice to be able to choose between them and does add an extra bit of value to the set. So for what it is, I think it's really nice. I do wish, as I said, they'd include the USB adapters, but overall that's a small concern. Not everyone will want to use them. And there's just some lovely little features which you can't even really see sometimes. So I spin this round, for example, you can see the little box here actually has a flashing warning light in there, which is just, yeah, really interesting and just completely hidden normally from view. So yeah, they always do a fantastic job of adding in additional features. But yeah, I do wish there were some small changes there, but I do like the fact that they do different size sets, which does mean different, depending on how much you want to spend on a set, that you can get smaller ones. They don't all have to be £200 sets. And for what it is, I think this is a good one. So the set does come with a very, very small secondary build, which is this, which is a miniature, really tiny version of the main set. Now, I don't understand this, I have to say. I don't know whether it's a piece count left over or what, but yeah, it's odd. I don't know what you're meant to do with this miniature version of the building and the set. I guess it's nice. If it didn't increase the cost, then that's cool. More is more. But yeah, I'm not totally certain why it exists. Some people may like it, and that's great. But yeah, I'm not too sure. So here are the three characters that you get in this set. I think three is about the right number for a set this small. Uh, None of them have any backstories, but obviously the story is there. Uh, Sorry, my cat is wanting to be part of the story. Uh, yeah, obviously there's two fighters and a third person who presumably runs the ranch. So yeah, there's not much more detail other than those are the three characters. They do the job. They look like proper Wild West characters. And yeah, not much more to say about them. So to round up the review on this set, I think it's very nice for what it is. I think it does it well. I think it looks good. I think there's some nice play features in there. And I do like that it's not just a display set. If you want to play with it, you absolutely can. And that's nice. I don't think it's as good value potentially as some of the other ones. for the cost in the sale, I think it was good, but at full price, maybe not so much. There are definitely some design choices on here I don't like, and the lack of the USB, I think, is really frustrating. I do think these sets should come with that. That probably will only add pence onto the cost. And I think it makes a big difference considering how many people collect these to display. Not having the option of USB, I think, is a major misstep. And I really do think that they should look to add those in or even allow them to be bought from the Lumibricks store. Would be another solution as well if the cost would bump it up. You could buy a job lot of, say, 10 with the connector piece, which would solve the issue, really. But overall, I think it's a nice set. It has some lovely little details. I do like the little play feature. Um, even the strobe light to make it look cool, although I think possibly not exactly working as advertised. But yeah, I think it's good, and I would recommend getting it if you can get it cheap, or if, like me, you're trying to get all of the Wild West sets, then I think it's a nice addition. Although obviously we need some more horses, considering it's meant to be a ranch. But yeah, I would absolutely recommend if you can get it cheap. So thanks for joining us again this week. If you'd like to support the channel, then please do consider liking and subscribing. It really does help as we head towards hopefully that 100 and the destruction of the hideous cuckoo clock. If you are interested in buying any of these sets from Lumibricks, then please do consider using the referral code that's in the description for this video. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help the channel. So until next week, thank you very much.